No, 100%. That's a great question because I actually had a good amount of knowledge before I joined the BLA challenge, which is this one that you guys are on. But what really attracted me to the challenge was the other products that Ariel is kind of teaching you on. A lot of people are maybe teaching about credit cards and credit stacking, and really, that's where they end. And honestly, in the business funding world, like that's where it starts. Like there's literally thousands of products beyond just credit card. Credit cards is just like the first like 1%. So for me, I was like, man, I'm building this whole business, attracting and acquiring all these customers, and I'm maybe getting them a couple credit cards and then sending them on their way, and I'm basically losing a bunch of money. Once you get into deep into business, you start learning about lifetime value and basically getting the most money out of a customer as possible. So that was the first thing that attracted me to this challenge was just learning about the different products, whether that's MCA loans, hard money loans, DSCR loans, SBA loans, and factoring, and all the different things that you teach. So I am a nerd when it comes to online marketing. I come from the online marketing world, which means I am a what do you call it, an early adopter. Like when I see an ad online, I'm not the person that will ignore it. I actually enjoy looking at ads from the marketing perspective because they might catch my attention, but I'll also consume and I'll buy stuff all the time, learn training all the time. And what I'm trying to get at is I've yet to see somebody that's teaching somebody about all the products, all inclusively. A ton of people that are teaching credit, ton of people are teaching credit cards, business funding, credit stacking. I've yet to see somebody else that's really diving deep into the other products that I just mentioned. So that was really why I joined the challenge.
That's good. That's good. And then I want to touch base on also, I guess, the relationships that you have encountered and the results that you have been able to get with them after you join.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, it's funny. I joined everything, not even thinking about business credit and whatnot. I was like, let me learn about these other products so I could just bolt them on into my business. But kind of find out, I actually still gain a bunch of knowledge. And mind you, I'm a nerd. I've been studying this for like 7 years. I'm the type that goes in Reddit forums and I've joined a ton of other mentorships. So there's people always sharing in the groups. And you get to a point where you almost start hearing everything over and over. Like, all right, I'm not learning anything new. Like they're just repeating the same things over and over. But when I joined this challenge, I still learned new stuff, not only on data point side and sequencing on the business credit stacking side, but I also was able to get introduced or find myself those relationship managers like Ariel was showing earlier, the whole database where it takes you to the next level because you're no longer coaching people or submitting applications online. Now you're actually working and middlemaning and they're able to get you higher limits, which then makes your offering better, better results, and it's just like a good thing all around. But some results that we've been getting after joining the challenge, we definitely connected with a couple Chase RMs and a couple other RMs, and we've been getting people left and right, 40, $50,000 like clockwork. It's I haven't even done the math, but I think my business partner they just randomly texted me like, "Hey, we crossed over 500K in funding." Um, and a lot of it is just from that one relationship because we're just starting to fund all those people that we're starting to track. So, eventually they'll cross the $1 million once we hit all the different institutions and whatnot. But yeah, tons
Uh,
of
that, that's
go ahead.
that's major, right? It's like, I can provide the resources and education, but you still take action, and it's all about executing. Um,
Hmm.
and then how was your experience with the live event that we did?
Oh, the live event was great. I was lucky I was local, so it was just a 30-minute drive for me.
Yep.
I know some people travel from all over the world, but nah, it was great. Great gems, great informations. There were literally bank RMs in the event, so you're no longer just getting texted or email introductions. It's like they're right there. You're shaking their hand. So Ariel definitely has some deep connections in the industry. Um, and knowledge, which is honestly a lot of what's the most important in this industry, because a lot of the knowledge you might be able to find in different places, all the basic stuff of like how to set up a company and what's a credit profile, right? Like there's endless even YouTube videos on that. But when it comes to proper sequencing, proper data points, having those relationships in place, that's where the real gold is, in my opinion.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And we do have a Shalita wants to ask a question. You're gonna mute yourself.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hello.
So, what obstacles have you kind of come across with funding those people at 40 or 50,000?
Obstacle. Um, I mean, before it was before having RMs, that was the obstacle. But once you got the RMs, and then it becomes a lot easier. Um,
So you,
honestly, a lot
you
of
were running the applications online directly before?
yeah, we used to coach them. We used to get on a Zoom call just like this and maybe just coach them on how to fill it up. Obviously, we usually will before then we'll audit their personal profile, we'll audit their business. Sometimes they don't even have a business, so we set up the whole business entity structure, everything that they should have in place. So by the time that we're applying, everything already looks good on the profiles on both business and personal. But a lot of the obstacles in this business can be um depending on the customer to do work, which is kind of why our we've personally decided to do a lot of it for them as much as possible. There's a couple things that you can do for them, like maybe go open a couple bank accounts or what have you. But as far as like business setup, we do everything. Having RMs are great because you no longer have to get on a Zoom call, schedule it, and try to help them. Now you send the information to the RM. RM processes everything. They might do a quick phone call, verify a couple data points, make sure they're them, just verify their identity, and it's smoothed out the whole process. So just getting people to do things is the hardest part of this business and probably every service slash coaching business, kind of coaching-ish, consulting. So we just try to remove that. We try to take it all ourselves, do it all ourselves. And when we do it that way, like setting up a business, for example, we have it down to a science where it takes us an hour from somebody that's like, Jimmy, I don't have absolutely anything. I don't even have an LLC. It takes me an hour to get them fully set up from like LLC, website, EIN, phone number, voicemail, buying the domain, setting up their professional email, like everything you could imagine that you might need, we got it done in an hour. So versus when we were doing it with them, it could be weeks, like of just like, did you do your website? Did you do that? Did you do so?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a problem with collecting on invoices?
Um, not yet. Not yet, but my it's funny because my partner was asking me like he was sketched out with this one person we were working about or working with, and I was just like, bro, like eventually somebody's not gonna pay. It's just like it's not if, but when.
But I
And
have a, yeah, I don't know if you remember, but I have a lawyer here in Florida. Since you're in Florida, I have that contact for you too. If that ever happens, all it takes is a demand letter for $500, and we charge it to the client.
awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that, so that's a new bonus. But the way I look at it is just it's just part of doing business. It's not like it's just I wouldn't stress over people paying or not paying. The majority of people are gonna pay. They're not trying to scam you or anything. Also, the way we do our service, we don't like if let's say I'm doing credit card stacking and there's like 10, 15 banks I could get you. The first one we always start with Chase, that's like 50 grand. And that's the first invoice you gotta pay. So like if you don't pay that invoice, we just don't do the rest of the work, right? So
That's
and
true.
it's so smooth for us on the service where to do the whole setup takes us an hour. We send an email to the RM. The intro is so smooth that if they were to bail or ghost us at that point, it's like, all right, whatever. Like we didn't really invest much. Like really the rest of the sequences where more of the work is. And by that point they had paid we charged an upfront fee. Right now we're starting to. So they've paid some kind of upfront fee and then they've paid the Chase bill or not, right? That's kind of the first checkpoint. So at that point, we might have already collected 3 to 5 grand. So it's like, I don't know. You kind of got to
Dang,
put
you charge up front 3 to 5 grand? They
no,
pay
no, no,
that?
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
On the front end, right now we're doing two. It's I don't want to confuse you guys because I'm doing like a whole ratcheting model, but on the front end, I'm gonna end up being in the $1,000 to $2,000 setup fee.
For
Uh,
consulting,
mind you, we offer a lot of different things. Our offer is not just credit stacking percentage, like we include in there potentially
business setup, etc.
business setup, all the different things we include on removing inquiries. Like we don't charge extra. So there's some companies that structure it differently. They charge extra for um fixing inquiries or they charge extra for different things. We kind of created this one all-in-one offer. Um
Smart. I
that
like
makes
that.
that makes it more attractive. And it's also easier to sell. It's like it's not like 50 add-ons, choose your add-ons. It's like it's all included. Either you use it or not. Like I'm not gonna charge less because you don't, oh, I don't need an LLC, but I need the other 15 things. I'm like, well, price is
Sure. And
Um,
what camera are you using? Because you're like clear as day.
it's a Canon, it's a professional digital camera. I bought it for creating content and I do create content with it, but when I'm not using it, I just use it as a webcam. So
Yeah, it's fire. And thank you for the information.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
And then Jimmy, just have one last question for you because I know you're busy.
Yeah.
Like how much money if you don't mind sharing how you made in this industry?
Um, I'll be honest, our company is new, so this number is gonna sound pathetic, but from the marketing knowledge that I have, I know I'm gonna make millions. But through DMs, mind you, I don't even do phone calls. I have a whole way I do my sales. I don't do phone calls, super chill through the DMs. I've made over like 50K already. And we have like maybe another 25 to 50 that is projected on the percentage base as we continue to hit these different sequences. And that's just like from like 2 social media posts. Because the reason I haven't gone too crazy is because we were downsizing the real estate side. So I was just doing this on the side, and the bulk of my team was still cold calling for houses and whatnot. So we've been transitioning that over the past 6 months, and I half-assedly made over 50K. That's why I'm super excited about this opportunity because we're literally just getting started. And real, if you try to do that in real estate, it's like good luck. It's like, it'll take you like 6 months just to get your first wholesale deal, and you're gonna make maybe 10 grand. It took me like literally 2 social media posts and a couple DMs, super chill while I'm busy doing other stuff. And anyways, it's been smooth.
But
So
that's not bad for you. You know, just something that's as a side venture on top of what you're already doing, and then now you're going all in with it.
yeah, ask me in a couple months because when you texted me, hey, hop on the call, I'm literally planning out a comp plan for this whole week. I've been mapping out. We're gonna build a commission only sales team. And I've been getting coached at by a different mentorship on this is their specialty. They mainly do it for like door to door, like solar companies and all these different companies, but it works for any industry. So I'm currently designing a comp plan, and I literally did the math. If we get 40 people full time working with us, it'll get us to 10 million. So hit me up in a couple months and we'll revisit these numbers.
Awesome, awesome. All right, Jimmy, thank you so much for your time. And there's some people who want to connect with you, so I drop your Instagram on the